refund. So most people are getting a refund. Well, we can add 3 to 5 grand to that. Some of it, even though we're going to be dealing with it retroactively for 2018. These alone are worth more than all the rest of them combined. So I don't even teach the other 94 or whatever they are tax deductions, because those can be learned as you go. But 6 is enough for anybody to get their arms around. 3 is pretty much what most teachers teach, and they teach them 3s. I'm going to double that because you guys.
So if you are a business owner or a small business owner, you have to file your taxes, right? So how the IRS thinks, basically what they say is, if you are a business owner and you've made over $600 or you've gotten over $600 in commissions or fees or profit, whatever it is, that company is going to send you a 1099. Or if you got the money in Cash App, or if you an affiliate marketer, if you got the money from affiliate, or if you sell hair, or if you sell cakes or whatever, if you got it any kind of trackable way. Now, if you got cash, I mean, of course, the IRS wants you to file for cash too, but it's not trackable, so they won't know, right? But if you got any kind of trackable income, like a Cash App, a PayPal, QuickBooks, through an affiliate program, through a multi-level marketing program, whatever it is. So if you got anything over $600, guess what, guys? You have to file, right? So even if you have an affiliate marketing company and they didn't send you a 1099 for $600, guess what? That company still has to file, right? And the government and IRS can audit you 7 years later with interest and penalties. So if you made at least $600, guys, you want to file. Now, I'm not an expert at this. I'm just giving you guys my experience, and not my knowledge that I actually have. Anything over $600, you have to report. Now, the lovely thing about making only $600, you had some expenses too, right? In your business. So say if you were selling cakes, right? And, you had to buy the batter, you had to buy the eggs, you had to buy, you had to buy the pans and the bowls and the pots, and you had to buy all that stuff. So all that was expenses. So even though you made over $600, you also have expenses. So you really want to load up on expenses, okay, so that it can look like you took a loss, right? So where you won't pay that much in taxes and your tax bill won't be so high. But again, anything over $600, guys, you have to file. The government is ruthless, okay? They're the mafia, and nobody is exempt from the government, right? That's why when people say, oh, multi-level marketing is a scam, it's not. Because if we got to file taxes on it, it ain't no scam, baby, right? So everyone has to file. Nobody's exempt from paying tax unless you 18 and under. That's the only way you exempt from taxes. If you have a job or whatever, you work for somebody, that's the only way you're kind of like exempt, from taxes. Other than that, guys, nobody's exempt from paying taxes. Death and taxes is something that's guaranteed. But as business owners, guys, I see a lot of people, they try to get cash and they try to hide the money and they try to, do other things, to get money. They try to, do it in Bitcoin. They try to, get cash, or they try to use another person's Cash App, or they try to use a NetSpend card, or they don't even have a bank account. I mean, just so many schemes and scams that business owners try to use just to not pay taxes. Here's the thing, guys. If you know the tax laws, if you know the tax code, if you know the tax laws, guys, if you understand the tax code, you're not going to be trying to do all these schemes and all these tricks and all that stuff. Because in the tax code, how did Amazon not pay taxes and made record profits? How did Google not pay taxes? How did IBM not pay tax? How did Apple not pay taxes? It's all in the tax code, right? So even for myself, I'm learning, right? I'm learning about all of this stuff too. Like, you know what? I can have maximum amount of expenditures and write those things off. I can hire my kids and write that off, right? I can have, go traveling and write those things off. Trump actually came up with more deductions for business owners. So we need to know that. Your accountant has to know that. If you're a business owner, if you're running a business, the person that's doing your taxes has to know also too that there's more deductions where business owners, we can actually get a $3,000 to $5,000 tax cut, tax break. But your accountant has to know that. That's why as business owners, even though, yes, we may have an accountant, yes, we may have a CPA, but as business owners, guys, we got to know this for ourselves. So we can stay ahead. So we can stay abreast of what's going on. Like I said, I'm not an expert in this. You guys can Google all of this stuff that you need to, research it or whatever. Go find, expert. I'm just giving you guys from my experience. Okay. So the tax codes has changed for business owners. The tax codes has changed also too for, people that don't have businesses, just employees. So we got to know, those things, guys. Here's what I'll say. Set you a corporation up. Just like Apple and all of them are corporations, right? Make sure that you're running your business like a business, right? You're not just, I'm going to hope I make some money. Even a multi-level marketing company is a reliable and it is a legit business, right? So say you start, even like for me, I have Total Life Changes, right? I'm in a company called Total Life Changes. I absolutely love it, right? You could come in anywhere from $100 all the way up to $10,000, whatever, right? Whatever your budget is. You spend, let's just say $1,000 to get in. And then now every day you're prospecting. So every day now that's an expense. Every day now you're driving your car to go prospect. That's another expense. You got to put gas in your car to go prospect. You got to go to events, right? With Total Life Changes. So that's another expense. You got to buy product for Total Life Changes. That's another expense. So instead of saying, I don't know, I don't want to start a business. Yes, start a business and follow what the tax codes really are. Right? See, instead of trying to scheme and scam and, give me cash because I don't want it to be trackable. No, understand the law, guys. A lot of rich people don't even pay taxes because they understand the law. It's only people that are middle class and poor who stress over paying taxes when the law is right on the internet for us. So you can find videos online about the tax law and how much you can write off, how much you can pay your kids, how much expenses you can write off, how much is a portion of your house you can write off, how much a portion of your car you can write off, how much a portion of your light bill, your water bill, your rent, all this stuff. All right. So even if, here's the lovely thing about what I love about being in business. And IRS, you literally don't even have to make a profit in your business to be in business on paper. Okay, you literally don't even have to turn a profit, guys, in your business on paper. Okay, you don't even have to turn a profit. Like one of the guys said in Amazon don't never have to make money. So that means they would never have to pay taxes because if you take a loss, you're not paying taxes. Right? But you got to know that, right? I know a lot of rich people, okay, that have businesses and they take losses every year where they don't pay any taxes every year.
Than most kindergarten.
Okay? So you just got to know the laws. That's it. Got to know the laws, guys. That is it. And remember, the government is watching. They watch everybody. The FBI watching everybody. The FTC, they watching everybody. The SCC, the alphabet boys. IRS, they watch everybody, right? So if you one of those business owners that's online and flashing money all the time and I got money, I'm this, I'm that, guess what? They watching. They got your number. Trust me. The IRS, the SCC, the FTC, the alphabet boys, they got everybody's number. So don't try to shortchange your family trying to scheme and scam. All you got to do, guys, is study. Understand taxes. Understand how the tax laws were made, who they were made for, and maximize your expenses, guys, so that you can know what to do and write off. There's businesses that take a loss every year on paper. Now, can you get audited? Yeah, everybody. Everybody can get audited. You can get audited up to 7 years. But as long as you got the paperwork set up, that's why you have something like a QuickBooks. You don't need a CPA. Right? You'll need an accountant, something called QuickBooks. You can actually click on a link below. It's like $18 a month. Every transaction you categorize: income, car expense, light bill, office expense, membership site, whatever. And then all you got to do now at the end of the year, Print it out and send it to your account, and just make sure you have everything, all your advertising, all your monthly, bills, all your monthly, expenses, everything that you're doing, your travel expenses, your meals, you're traveling to go prospect, you're at Starbucks meeting, a client, you're at the library, Barnes and Nobles. You just got to keep a track of all this. But the QuickBooks actually helps you to keep a track of all this. You can actually take receipts, or better, cleaner, easier, streamlined way is to just get a credit card and just have it for all your business expenses. And now you ain't got to worry about receipts. All you got to do now is just print out all your expenses, highlight it if you ever get audited, and send it to the IRS. That's it, guys. But do not try to neglect paying taxes. That is one thing that will get your ass locked up for a long time, right? It's called tax evasion. The government does not like that. I know we all hate the government. We all hate the IRS. We all hate the alphabet boys. We hate them, but we live in a country where we have to abide by rules. You could scheme. You could continue scamming, but guess what? That shit catches up with you, right? And you don't want shit catching up with you, guys. Right? I got audited a couple years ago. $20,000 they said I owed. I was scared to death. I was like, listen, I don't know how the fuck I'm about to get 20 grand, but I need to figure this shit out. So I had to go online. I started educating myself. Then I went to like 2 CPAs and they told me what I needed to do. Thank God I got the bill lowered to about $7 grand and just paid them. But again, who wants to get a $20,000 bill from the IRS? Nobody. Who even wants to get a $7,000 bill from the IRS? Nobody, right? So if you do a lot of affiliate marketing, like I do a lot of affiliate marketing, those affiliate marketing companies must file taxes, and your information will be there. And if you don't file, guess what? The IRS is going to say, well, in 2019, it's already 2025. In 2019, you didn't file for this multi-level marketing company or this affiliate company. You forgot to, you forgot to file the $700. Now the $700 is actually damn near $2,000 with fees and interest. So now 7 years later, you owe $2,000 for something that you probably even forgot about it. You literally probably honestly forgot about it. But guess what? Being that the IRS is the mafia, they savages. They don't give a fuck about it if you forgot. Guess what? Now we're going to remind you. Plus, you got to pay us an extra $1,300 because you forgot the $700. So make sure. That's why it's so critical that you have something like QuickBooks. And you have something like your credit card. It's so critical for business owners to have credit cards, right? A credit card, guys, is what's going to keep you having a peace of mind. That's why you have to work on your credit, right? That's why I have my econ, right? You can work on your credit. We show people how to work on their credit. Okay, work on your credit so that you can get access to lines of credit so all your business expenses can go through that credit card, and all you got to do is just print it out. Now you got a peace of mind. You're not worried. You didn't forget. You didn't do this, and then you get a $2,000, $3,000 bill 7 years later, right? Now, of course, you can't prevent the government from, auditing you. Any little thing, they may find any little thing, because that's what they do. They search for any little thing, and they try to nitpick and shit, all the time. But again, as long as you got your P's and Q's and you got your receipts and everything, guys, you're good. Don't get scared of IRS when they send letters and all of that stuff. People get all scared and nervous. Oh my God, the IRS, I'm just going to pay them because I don't feel like looking. No, boo-boo. If I would have just paid that 20 grand, the IRS would have been $20,000 richer. No, I said, I need to find all these paperwork. I had to actually get on the phone with one of the IRS reps, and she told me what I need to do. I went and did it, and I sent everything in, and now they sent me a bill for $7 grand. Right? $7 grand I had to pay. Well, I had to pay $5. It was like $5 grand. And that was for 2 years. So I started doing business online in 2013. They sent me audit in 2015, 16, and then they wanted me to pay, I think, $5 grand for those 3 years. So again, right, on paper, you could lose. You could be losing profits, right? But reality, there's plenty of people living their best life, making millions of dollars, and then on paper, they show a loss. So you just got to know how to do it, right? Most of the time, your accountants really don't know. Right? So that's why as business owners, we have to know how we're going to run our business. Go to seminars on taxes. Go to seminars, on credit. Understand this stuff. Take those free classes that they have on Tax Preparer. Right? I'm looking for one right now in my area. right? So that you can stay abreast of this stuff, right? The tax laws is changing every year. So you don't want to get caught up, guys. But as small business owners and big business owners, guys, stop trying to nitpick and, oh, I'm not going to file. I'm not going to do this. The only thing, like I said, with cash is that cash is not trackable, right? So if you get 20 grand in cash, but the problem is if you get 20 grand in cash for the year and you try to put it back into the system, meaning put it into your bank account, buy some real estate or whatever, you know, the IRS can question you and say, okay, where this money came from? So if you got cash, just keep the cash and, you know, keep doing what you're doing, you know, with the cash. Don't let it enter into the system, right? But again, at the end of the day, guys, right, we got to pay our taxes. Right, that's one thing we're not exempt from. Make sure you got all your P's and Q's together. Make sure you got everything right. Make sure everything's together. Make sure you do your own research. We're gonna put a link below on on the Tax Cut and Job Act and the tax reform that Trump did. It's about an hour, about 2 hours. Let's say about 2 hours. Watch it. Take notes and do your more of your research, right? So that you can really understand how to file taxes, not scheming and scamming and trying to get over. Okay, so that's just my spiel on filing taxes as a small business owner and maximizing your taxes and maximizing your expenses so that you can get the maximum either return or tax break, guys. Okay, so go to createmyown.economy.com if you want to start an Amazon business, or go to workwithtanisha.com if you want to start a multi-level marketing business. If you want to fix your credit for $99, go to jointanishamarie.com and we'll help you fix your credit so you can have access to lines of credit, guys. So stop selling yourself short. Stop trying to scheme and scam and just learn the laws, learn the rules that the rich know so you can get rich. See you guys soon.